What is up, everybody, and welcome into the DNVR Nuggets pregame show.
Oh, it's my first time. It's my first time.
Man.
Oh my god, I can't believe I blew that. Hey, what else do you even need me for?
I don't. That's really all the only reason. So you can,
Wow.
you can just to fill space. Honestly, we got an interesting show for you guys tonight. D-Line Co. He's at the game. He wasn't gonna miss this one. I watched him buy tickets so that he could get there to watch Jokic receive his MVP award. And guess what? We're all better for it because as good as D-Line is on the show, Ball Arena has to be popping tonight.
It really does.
Fully.
I want
full people.
Look, I want this bar to be full, but I want Ball Arena to be full first. And if I had to pick one of us to send in there and represent and hold it down, it would be
true.
Hey, Kale, can we mute this TV when you get a second?
There's maybe a 10% chance that D-Line gets kicked out of Ball Arena tonight, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is great.
No, that's the energy we
rooting
need.
for it.
I'm like, who is up here saying like, hey, D-Line, make sure you're loud out there. And D-Line just laughs.
Yeah, he lies. Trust me, he will be.
It's like, yeah, that's what he does. That's who he is.
But I am joined, of course, by the man in the flowered shirt, the boyish charm, and the perfect hair, Brennan Vogt.
I'm feeling good, guys. Series back home in Denver. Full capacity, MVP. Energy should be good. Atmosphere should be good. Let's rock.
I'm also joined by the man on the CU beat, the most boyish one. He makes Vogt
Beat
look
you out.
like a grandpa.
I feel old. My back hurts. Just
It's
looking
Henry
at it.
Chisholm,
Hey,
a.k.a. Hank.
that's me. I think this is my DNVR Nuggets debut.
Really?
I think so. I'm trying to think back. Like, I can't remember ever being on one of these.
That's
Well, it's
awesome.
game 3 of the playoffs, so bring it, baby.
Oh,
Second
I'm
round,
ready
game
to
3,
bring
you're
it.
going right in.
I'm bringing
Very
it.
rare. This is like a bowl started tonight. That's what this is like.
That's fair. That's fair. A lot of people like are excited, I would hope, but then also not really about like the basketball performance as much as just like, hey, look, that's cool.
He is actually the Bull of DNVR, isn't he?
Hank.
The mascot. When he comes on,
Yeah.
everybody's like,
The
hey!
only thing
Yeah.
I'd say is Hank shows up ready to work.
All right, well,
That's
he
me.
maybe is more of a Vladko then in that
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
All right, well, guys, we're going to have maybe Dev on the show later. We don't know. Hopefully he arrives any moment. We're also going to have Big T on. You guys know Big T, man. Gambling buddy, professional, but also, man, I'm telling you, I get nervous energy for games. Big T, supreme confidence, and I can't wait to hear from him because he's feeling great. He asked to come on the show to pick up the vibes.
Look, a lot of people contending for biggest Jokic fan, but Big T might have biggest Jokic believer showing up.
He's so confident in
This
him at
guy
all times. But first, let's get to our game notes. Vote. The call today with Michael Malone. Usually, I could feel like I can gauge his energy by the pregame. What did you think today?
A little tired, huh?
Very
A
tired.
little tired. This looks like a man who had a deep run in the bubble, ran it back past the shortest offseason.
Oh,
in
I don't
pro
even
sports
think it's that.
history.
I don't even think it's that.
And then this year, I think it's been a long. I think it's been a long total
Has
thing.
nothing to do with any of that.
Disagree.
Wow.
I think it's that they lost games 1 and 2, and he's like, you know what? No time to sleep. Got a game plan, baby. 48-hour binger. 27 coffees.
I believe that. I just think he's been in that mode since the start of last season, and I think he's just ready for a nap. But no, he'll be ready to go. He talked about the capacity, everyone being ready to celebrate Nikola. He expects a great moment and a big atmosphere. Quote, the challenge will be how do we channel that energy and use it to our advantage, unquote.
Yeah.
They got to find a way to stretch it across 4 quarters. The sort of, I guess, housekeeping item, he was asked about Will Barton's minute restriction. Quote, he's on the same minute restriction, but
This is great.
it doesn't mean he's going to play the same minutes. And you can take that for whatever it's worth. I have no idea how to take that.
I think it
Yeah.
just means that he is 100% going to play him 36 minutes, and if
Yeah,
he
I
gets injured, it's going to be really, really bad for Michael Malone.
There's a strong suggestion from the med staff, and there's a whole
Yeah,
other
exactly.
idea in Michael Malone's head.
And you know what? This is the time. If he's with it, if he's about it, then and I think he is. Then it's a risk that he's willing to take, and he wants to get these wins. I mean, look, Will Barton is a gamer. He's willing to put his health on the line for the team, and maybe that's what it comes to. This is a break glass in case of emergency situation.
For sure.
Are you excited to see Will Barton?
Oh, I'm so excited, especially after how he came out in that last game.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're all kind of nervous, just like watching, like, what happens when he goes to the basket? Is he able to put it in? And yeah, he goes out there, he looks sharp, knocks down a shot.
Doesn't
and
lack for confidence.
For sure. And that's what you need. Like, you need somebody who wants to go score. And
Yeah.
personally, I'm like a Bill or a Will Stan. Like, he's kind of my guy, but I feel like it's time for him to put some numbers up.
Yeah.
He looked good. They need him to. It's just one more guy, and they don't have enough guys right now.
There was another quote that stood out to me, though.
Was it the get off the mat quote?
No, but go for it. If you got more quotes, maybe I'll arrive at it.
He did say, that, quote, "I don't know if I've ever been around a better team who can get up off the mat." I'm now paraphrasing the way this team can punch back and find a way to win the fight. So, they're not down 2-0, not ideal, but they're not lacking in belief either.
One of the things that's interesting about that is that the Nuggets have, not gotten off the mat in this series. You kind of expected that in game 2. Like, okay, here it comes. They're going to punch back.
Right.
Even worse. So now we're in that moment where, I'm never going to doubt them. I'm never going to guess or anything like that. But I also think that, we're waiting. It's now or never.
Sure.
You can't go down 0-3. So I am kind of interested in seeing how this team responds.
And at the same time, with down 2-0, it definitely sucks. But what are we saying if it's 1-1? All of a sudden, they're up in the series. They've got the home court advantage. It's not like that would be tied. You're leaning Nuggets with that.
We're waiting for the Nuggets to show us that they can hang. That's what we're waiting for, and they haven't shown us that in the first two games. So that's why we have to temper a little bit of that rah-rah. But what else? Because there's another quote you haven't gotten to yet.
You hit me because I'm not sure I know.
He said everybody. It's funny because it shows that he's been either watching or listening or reading or somehow has been made aware of what's been said about the series. He said everybody is saying that it's our defense. It's not. It's our offense, and I love it. One, he's right. Two, Malone is kind of saying hey, people are talking, and I'm seeing what people are saying, which I think is kind of funny.
Also, what does it take for Malone to say that?
Takes an awful lot. All offense, baby.
Hey, I've been saying it all week. It hurts their defense. You can't keep playing transition D, and you can't keep going out there and busting your butt on D to get 2-3 stops in a row and come up with 0 points on the other end.
Yeah.
It's deflating.
Definitely deflating.
Starters? Same starters. No surprise there.
You surprised at all by that?
No, I mean, you hold out a little bit of hope that they're ready to just throw Will in there and say, yeah, you're the guy. But even if he is totally healthy, you still might just want him off the bench anyway. It just makes sense to keep those minutes together. Not a surprise.
I think he's in really early. I think Will Barton makes an appearance. Last game, it was at the 4-minute mark, I believe, with 4 minutes left. I'll bet it's more close to 6, right? Halfway in there, up his minutes, maybe even sooner. And I wouldn't mind seeing Jokic with Monte, JaMychal Green, Will Barton. It's just a completely different look. And maybe you leave, Aaron Gordon out there. But it's almost like you have 2 starting lineups, and you play a little bit with your original one, the one that starts, then you play another one with this other, Monte Barton starting lineup, and hope you get a foothold. So that's it for game notes here. We had a segment in Dr. Dev.
Doctor's out.
Doctor's out.
He's not in today.
Doctor's out. We might have to just. Where do we go to here? Is Hank gonna have to put on the costume? Hank, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to be. Not only are you gonna have to be a doctor, you're gonna also have to be Dev tonight.
For those wondering, Harrison Wind at the arena as a media member, D-Line at the arena as a fan. Dev, no one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows. Stalling here for our debut of Dr. Hank.
Dr. Hank. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. This is a real Doogie Howser situation we have here.
When my doctors wear shorts, that really inspires confidence.
If you walked in you had a real this pain, you just couldn't. You're starting to scare you a little bit, and your doctor. This is your doctor. What do you do?
Leave.
You're just well, I guess I'll die.
Hey, dude, is your dad around? And also a doctor.
Do you have any medical did you take any science classes in college?
In college, no, not in college. In high school, though, I got
all about it, huh?
I got an A- in chemistry.
Nice.
So
yeah, that
if you
carries
need me
over.
to mix something up to fix something,
no,
I guess I'm your guy.
What we need is for you to tell us, first of all, we have a mystery illness and we don't know what it is. What is wrong with the Denver Nuggets?
What is wrong
I love that we have a non-Nuggets expert. We're just going to grill him if he has the right and wrong answers here. It's this is a weird situation where we are smarter than the doctor.
I feel I mean, it's the shooting. It's the shooting. Hey. You just can't start 1 for 13 from
doctor over here.
Yeah, I got numbers too. 1 for 13 from 3, down 4 points. That was a nice start. If you start knocking down those shots, I think if we're talking about Will Barton getting in early, that's what's going to trigger it. Is if they're getting open threes, they're not scoring. You can't deal with that for another game.
Now, there's a lot of things we've tried to try to get over this illness that they are having, but one thing we haven't tried is a really large crowd, lots of noise, intense fans interactions throughout. Do you feel like that will have any influence on the game tonight?
It will. I think more so not having the Phoenix crowd is what feels so good.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody looks back to the big dunk. Was that a lob to Ayton maybe?
No, the Torrey Craig. Yeah, Torrey Craig. Even worse.
But yeah, I feel like just avoiding those sorts of things that you've had these last couple games where the crowd gets into it, all of a sudden things feel worse than maybe they are. You know, at that point it's like 8-point game, 12-point game, whatever. Having the crowd is great. Having D-line there yelling is great. Home court, shooting on your own baskets, that's the kind of stuff that I really like.
So in all seriousness though, Vogt, tonight Ball Arena is going to be full for the first time in a year and a half. So this is actually, I think, yes, they have played in front of mostly full crowds or half full crowds, and it has been loud. Yes, they just played in Phoenix where it was full, but that was an away crowd. What do you expect tonight the impact to be? Malone in the pregame talked about maybe not getting too excited because they're going to be so amped up. But, let's be honest. Michael Porter Jr., Facundo Campazzo never played in front of a full Ball Arena cheering on them.
Yeah, couldn't you see Porter just jacking up a shot that goes hard, back iron, like real hard?
Oh, let's see. He took 4 shots in like 2 minutes to start game 2. Like
people could be excited. Yeah. But, I mean, look, the buzz will be real, too. Obviously, it's not just full capacity. It's the first ever Denver Nuggets MVP and the ceremony right before the game. So between that and the altitude, which is not like a thing across a series, but the first few minutes of quarter one, like you just hope Denver comes out ready to go, ready to rock. They have a chance to get out to a big start in the first quarter. I also think about that third. You don't have Jamal Murray there to sort of cauterize those wounds and stop the bleeding. Can the crowd play into that? Can they sort of keep the avalanche from coming down?
Yeah, I think
a poor choice of words these days. I'm so sorry.
Damn Avs, man. I'm telling you, city of Denver, we need the Nuggets. We need Jokic tonight, man. We really need some Jokic. Speaking of which, is there anything you could prescribe to the Nuggets offense? If you could give them just one thing, is there something you would prescribe to them?
I mean, a guard. I would love to just. I would just be like, if there was a way to just give them a guard. I don't know. I think Facu, you might even like just some Adderall. I think that's what I do. Just like I know
he needs it, man.
But that's the thing is if he does get it, then what is he? Like kick it up even another notch because CP3, he's still kind of doing his thing. Not kind of. He's really doing his thing. You got to slow that down. And I think you still look to Facu as that guy who needs to lead the way there.
Yeah.
I think they need, and I don't know, maybe more Barton minutes is the answer here. Better stuff from Monte. They need some sort of pick and roll threat. They need some sort of different look on offense besides Jokic has the ball, and all 5 defenders are now looking at him. And we'll see if anyone can hit a stationary shot. So more off-ball movement, anything. I'm not a coach, but just something. And then also pick and rolls if anyone can run one. Monte, Will, looking at you.
Yeah. And get the ball to Jokic if there's a mismatch.
That too.
Please.
So so to me, actually, the Jokic piece of this is pretty big to me. Like, by no means has it been his fault, in my opinion. The Nuggets are down 0-2. But at the same time, there is something to your best player saying, guys, I've got this so much. Like, I'm going to get us 90% of the way there. You guys got to get us 10%. And I think Jokic has gotten him 50% of the way there, which is to say he's done a good job, but by no means has been overwhelming. Chris Paul has been overwhelming. We have not seen Jokic be the guy where it's like, it doesn't matter, I'm doing this, and then everybody gets that confidence from him. And tonight, if ever there was a night, winning the MVP trophy, getting that crowd there like that, if ever there was a night for him to say, you know what, all-timer coming up, I'm cooking up an all-timer.
Could change the tone of the whole series.
It's Friday night. You're going to have a drunk crowd. It's a late game. They're going to be extra. 8 o'clock start. People don't realize this, but people get off at 5 o'clock from work. Been drinking for 3 hours.
They have been. They've been drinking here. People are leaving to go to the game.
Drinking here. You're right. Yeah.
You know, with Jokic, he's like 9 of 17 in the last game.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
But also
it's not good enough if you're Nikola Jokic playing the Suns. You need like 15 of 23 from him, 15 of 24.
The other guys seeing him do that, to your point, and you're big on this, and I think it's huge. You see your best player come out and not just like sort of overcome the odds for a game, but put his foot down, and you go, oh, wow, we can win any game in this series.
Yeah.
And there's a confidence switch, I think.
Yeah.
The first quarter points would be so nice from Jokic.
It would be,
just to run
so
him
nice.
up.
Oh, put him up. Last question I have for you. Is there a player on the roster you feel would best respond to some of this treatment, that maybe you get a little treatment and night and day, going to be so different from what we've seen?
I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
I think that, there was the one good game. What was that? That was game 1.
Game 1,
where he was
great.
knocking down some shots. What you
18
need
points?
is just a little bit more offensively.
Okay.
And honestly, like I'm happy with what Aaron Gordon has given the Nuggets this season. I think he's filled the role that is needed. It'd be nice if there was more offense. Without Jamal Murray, though, you got to kick it up a notch. And if he's going to be that sort of guy, I think that now's the time to.
He did a good job as a doctor until this last one. I feel like there were some real obvious answers. Gordon, he was all right. He's been all right. You're right that he could be better.
I will say, though, you did a pleasantly surprising job.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, Doc.
So I would prescribe, if I could get Michael Porter Jr. some confidence.
Okay.
And I'm not really sure what this looks like from a medical supply standpoint. Some physicality.
Okay.
You know, just a little
Steroids.
Yeah, steroids.
Yeah.
and then just like maybe like a bucket of ice water across the head. You know, like let's go, wake up here. You got this. Because you know what, Michael Porter Jr., you are that guy. So go be that guy.
So I think Michael Porter was one of the 2 right answers. The other one would be Monte Morris. I mean, he's been horrible in the series, and if he is great in a game, I feel like Denver's odds of winning go up like 30, 40%, maybe more, just off of him alone. So Monte Morris tonight, would love to see a Monte Morris game, knocking down his threes, getting to the basket on pick and rolls, and just being solid, being a positive impact player. I'm sick of Cam Payne being the second best point guard in this playoffs.
Sorry,
so annoying.
I'm laughing because Dev just reminded us he's out for the week. I think we were supposed to know that. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for nothing, Dev. All right, we are now going to go to our special guest, one of, if not the single best sports gambler in all of the world. I'll have to ask him. Big T is with us, everybody. Big T, are you one of the best sports gamblers in the world or the best sports gambler in the world?
Neither one. I mean, I'm just trying to make money. I'm just trying to get a Nuggets victory tonight. That's all I want.
Well, you asked to come on, and I assume that you did not ask to come on because you felt like the Nuggets are going to go down 0-3 tonight and just completely lay an egg. You must be feeling some kind of confidence that the Nuggets respond tonight.
Yeah, they're going home. I mean, one thing that people don't give enough credit to, I think, is that Phoenix crowd was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was huge for that young team. Obviously, CP is a veteran that's been here before, but a lot of those young guys played a lot better at home than they're going to play on the road, I think. I mean, Ayton was decent at home.
Yeah.
Jokic is going to destroy Ayton tonight. I mean, Ayton's going to be in foul trouble. Jokic is actually going to get free throws. What did he shoot in 2 games? How many free throws?
Two or 4 free throws, something like it. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get to the stripe tonight. So I wanted to ask this. Are we full capacity or what's our fans like?
Yeah, Ball Arena is at full capacity tonight for the first time. So this is the first time of getting everybody together.
It's going to be a blowout tonight, boys. Get ready for it. It's going to be a blowout our direction. And this is the craziest part, and I know you guys always make fun of me because of how optimistic I am. I still don't think Phoenix is that good. I really don't believe they're that good.
Hell yeah.
I tell you guys, people don't realize this. Like, Tony likes the Nuggets. You know, he grew up here in Denver, but he's not just saying this to appease Nuggets fans. Like, Tony, he never – sometimes I'll call him for confidence, and he'll be like, no, they're going to get killed. Like, you're saying this because you really believe it.
Tonight is the best spot of the series, though. Obviously, down 2-0. They get the crowd back tonight. Yeah, they played terrible. Monte's been terrible. All the role players have been bad. Barton's going to play a little bit more tonight. I think Monte is going to be awesome tonight. I think JaMychal Green will be good tonight. They're just going to play great with the home crowd. They're going to respond. The Nuggets always play good in this spot. They're going to blow them out, too. It's not even going to be close. So whoever's watching this, cash all those. What was Jokic when I came on that show the last time? I said get the MVP tickets in. Take all that money and put it on the Nuggets tonight because we're winning again.
It's kind of true. Like, when you came in, it was still like – it was down to like plus 300, and you're like, it's still the best odds.
No, it was even more than that. He was like favored or close to favored, but it was a lock. I mean, he was going to win it for sure.
It was a lock. It was definitely a lock. All right, so what else has to happen in this game? I mean, Denver has obviously been struggling to shoot. I could see them do better at that. But Chris Paul is running around like nobody's guarding him right now. Like, is Denver going to be better, in your opinion, tonight defending him?
Yeah, I mean, they just got to hedge a little harder. I mean, they can't just let him come off this screen and roll and just go in and shoot a little 15-footer with no pressure, no anything. All that's going to be different at home, though. I mean, they're going to play completely different tonight. They missed every shot, too. That doesn't help.
Right.
Game 1, 2, what were they up? They were up 10 in the third quarter, right?
That's true, yeah.
It kind of fell apart. I think the crowd plays way more of an impact than a lot of people do. I mean, Phoenix crowd was incredible. You got to give them credit.
Yeah.
I think the crowd plays a huge impact tonight. They're going to make shots, too. They're not going to miss every shot like they did the other night.
It's kind of funny thinking about how good Phoenix was, because you're right. Everybody was commenting on how good that crowd was. And now Denver takes center stage. I was told there were still a few seats, like, not sold out, because the Cronkies jacked up the price to, like, ridiculous prices. They're going to embarrass the whole city of Denver.
Sell that game out. Don't tell me that. We don't even have it sold out.
Well, I didn't look today. I just know yesterday that there was not sold out fully. But we'll see tonight. Either way, it's going to feel sold out, and the crowd is going to get wild into it. And I am curious to see how – people forget Phoenix has a bunch of young guys too, so we'll see how they respond to a hostile crowd. Do you think then it becomes extra important to come out early and put them on their heels?
I don't know. I mean, they started so bad. I mean, they finished so bad the last game, blowout run, obviously. I don't think it matters as much as other people will. I think they'll settle into the game, and once they find a groove, I think they're just going to take off. And Jokic is going to be amazing tonight. He's going to show why he's the MVP. Ayton's kind of played with – I know he's outplayed Ayton, but Ayton's hung with him enough.
Yeah.
Ayton's going to get in foul trouble. They're going to have to bring in Saric earlier than they want to. Maybe even Kaminsky. I mean, can you imagine if we get some Kaminsky run for a change?
Well,
I mean,
Denver will win. If Kaminsky has to play like 5 minutes in a row, Denver's going to win for sure. We'll just see if that has to happen. You still have the DraftKings app? I know we were betting together. I'll have you pull it up here in a second and walk us through. But first, I want to take a little detour and go around the NBA. How do you see that Utah Clippers series? The news came out today. Ibaka's out. Is that series over in your mind?
No, I think that series is a lot like the Denver series, where they go home. They're going to be better at home. I mean, Kawhi. What was the deal with Kawhi the last two games? All these stars take heat. Like, every star takes heat when they play bad, but somehow Kawhi never takes heat. He was terrible in those two games. I don't think the Clippers are done, though. I do think Utah will win the series, but I don't think they're completely done. I mean, Utah played great, and again, I hate to keep talking about the fans, but when we had a year with no fans, the Utah crowd was incredible. That stuff matters.
Yeah, Denver better bring it tonight. I'm gonna be so mad if they don't bring it. Come on, Eric. Get loud at the arena tonight. It's all on Eric. Going to the other side here, I'm seeing Philly is just smacking Atlanta tonight. I was really hopeful Atlanta could they're like my third favorite team this year, Atlanta Hawks are. Do they have any hope after what you saw tonight?
They just can't guard Embiid. Embiid is he's just too dominant. I mean, no. They can maybe win another game, but probably not.
All right, so we got them in the Final Four. What about the other side? I know you're not a big Giannis guy, but before the series, I know you were feeling the Bucks. But is Giannis making you even more? Is he making you mad that you believed in him?
I mean, I don't know if I've ever been more disappointed in myself than saying I like the Bucks in this series. God, Giannis sucks so bad. I was right about him forever. He's never been good. Like, it's just embarrassing how bad he is. And then I bet on him like a total donkey. And even yesterday they won, and they were so terrible in that game yesterday. It should have been a blowout. Like, that game was built for Milwaukee to blow them out, and they still barely won the game. I mean, I can't see how they win that series. Now, I hope they do because I got money on them, but I can't see how it happens.
Yeah. All righty. Well, there you go. So we bounced around the league. Let's open up DraftKings Sportsbook now, and usually we have Superstar Dev walk us through this, but tonight we'll have you. So first off, we have the line. You think a blowout. So you, the professional gambler, willing to risk everything, would you bet the money line here for the Nuggets, or would you take an alternative spread even? You're feeling so confident.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find these alt lines because I like the alt. Do you have the prices up?
Well, I have. So I'm looking. I got the Nuggets right now are 2.5-point favorites. That's at minus, and that's at minus 132 if you take the money line.
That's too easy. Give me like more. Give me like a minus 9.5 one or something.
Nuggets minus 9.5. That's what you like.
Oh, even higher. Maybe. What's that though?
Let me see. I'm going to give you Nuggets. That's a lot. Minus 9? You want me to tell you minus 9?
I literally think they're going to win by 20 plus tonight.
That's a plus 220. You want to go minus 9?
9.5 is plus 220?
Yeah.
That's a great bet. Let's do that. How many winners does Dev usually pick? One?
What's that?
How many winners does he usually give in this
He usually gives about 6 winners.
6 winners?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. He gives us about 4 or 5 winners, 1 or 2 losers.
They're bets.
That's a lot of winners on this thing.
6 bets, yeah.
All right, I like that you're making me bet an absurd line right now. There's no way I would have ever arrived at this line.
Give me an even more absurd one. What's 19.5 or something?
What's what?
It only goes to 14.
They got?
It only goes to 14.
Plus 420.
What's that one?
Plus 420.
Plus 420.
Let's do that one.
All right, dude. Listen, I've seen your tickets online. I'm with it, bro.
I love this. I can't believe I'm sitting here listening to Tony
too.
talk me into taking a Nuggets 14. I love it.
And what's Jokic triple-double?
You think a triple-double?
Yeah, what's triple-double?
Well, there's a boosted double-double and Nuggets to win plus 150.
Oh, yeah. What's that? That one's even better. What's
plus
that one?
150, yep.
Where's that, the player parlays?
Do we do the best bet segment? That's the best bet right there. Jokic double-double plus the win is plus 150?
I have that anyway.
That's
they're offering that to me.
All righty, I like that one. Yeah, it's one of they're giving you the crazy odds on it today.
Whoever's watching this, definitely bet that. Because I'm joking. I do think they're going to blow them out, but that is an actual, great bet, plus 150.
Yeah. Man,
he's going to get a double-double for sure. And
that's a lot.
So that means you're basically getting, the money line right now is what, minus 140 or something?
Yeah.
Minus 130? Yeah, so you're getting 80 cents of juice that he gets a double-double.
Done. Easy.
All righty, done. Let's go to some player props here. And looking at the Nuggets, we've got points here. Jokic, that's actually Michael Porter Jr., 18.5 points. You get plus value for it, plus 100.
Yeah, I don't love that.
You don't love that one? All right.
I don't love that one.
Aaron Gordon, 11.5 points.
Yeah, I don't love that either.
Man, he really just thinks Joki's going to carry him.
No, I like some other guy. I like Monte a lot tonight. What's his?
There's no Monte points tonight.
No?
It's kind of a bummer.
They have Jokic at 30.5 plus 105.
Yeah.
Facu at 8.5.
What is it?
Facu, 8.5.
I don't love that either.
All right, we're going to go down to
give losers to your people. We got good mojo.
We got 3-pointers here. Jokic, 1.5.
Yeah, over on that for sure.
I think he's taking some threes, huh? It's not great value, minus 150, but whatever. That's fun to root for.
That's a winner, though. It doesn't matter what the juice is. Yeah, okay. He's gonna hit a couple threes. Keep reading those things.
Michael Porter's 2.5 3-pointers.
I just don't. I'm not in love with MPJ. The back news. They got a bunch of wings that can guard him a little. I do think he's gonna play good tonight, but I'm not in love with MPJ tonight.
Man, they're not giving us any Monte. We don't even have assists for Monte. Really,
I think he's going to have a really good game, too. I think Monte's going to be the reason we blow him out. I think he has a really nice game.
Well, it's too bad we can't bet on him because that would have made for a really fun bet. All right, last one I'll ask you. You mentioned Jokic triple-double. He hasn't come close, really, all playoffs or that close, but it is plus 380 tonight. You think he gets the triple-double?
Yeah, obviously everybody's been playing him one-on-one, not really letting him pass. But, yeah, plus 380 is great value, too. I like that.
Tony, you're feeling good. You got us all feeling good. You got us all feeling confident. You just made me put a bet down on the Nuggets to win by 14 or more, which sounds – I'm not going to lie. If it was just me, I'd say no chance. But, Big T, he gives me all this confidence.
You're always the pessimist, though. You got to believe. We're in the ship tonight.
So true.
All right, I got some belief. I've got some vibes. Big T, tell people where they can find you. Big T 44, is that right?
Yeah, Big T 44 DFS on Twitter. And yeah,
I thought a donkey was a bad thing. I thought you were a DFS donkey.
No, a donkey's not good. You don't want to be a donkey.
What are you? A horse?
No,
what's
I don't
good?
Know what I am. What's good? Someone that makes money is good. I don't know. The goat. Or whatever. A goat is someone that's good.
All right, he's the goat. Tony, thanks so much for joining us, brother. Good seeing you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody else, man. Keep those vibes. You heard Big T. Confidence, baby. Confidence.
Dude, that makes D-Line look like a coward.
It really does,
I can't believe that just happened.
Really.
Look, if you guys think it sounds insane, he posted a ticket with $1 million winnings, a couple months ago? I'm just saying.
He had one with 150 winnings, too, just 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So he puts his money where his mouth is. And when he says money, it's usually a lot.
A lot of money.
You know what? We're all in it together tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be right here after the game.
Grow.
We'll see you. Let Facu grow.